So, mindful journaling is a simple way to perform meditation. So, for me, it's really challenging for me to sit there and just meditate for a specific amount of time. But what I like to do is I like to write down my thoughts. So, when I'm able to jot down my thoughts onto paper and be very mindful of what is happening and how my thoughts are connected to how I feel and how I feel is connected to my actions, that is the process of what mindful journaling encompasses. And that's really a different way to meditate, right? There's all different ways. There's meditation art, but for me, writing down my thoughts, being able to do that on a consistent basis becomes a habit that I formed, and I've seen it work in my life in a tremendous way that has impacted not just my emotions, but my ability to enjoy life, right? Have more joy, have more love, and that's really what the essence of what mindful journaling is all about.
And for many people, especially when they're dealing with anxiety, the idea of putting their feelings and their fears into words in itself can trigger them to want to avoid it and not want to deal with it. How do you encourage your clients? How do you encourage people to face that fear in a way and to channel that anxiety into something that will actually help them?
Yeah, and that's a great question. And one thing that I encourage or empower my clients with is being able to use their pain and not just go through the pain and identify it, because that's part of it, right? You want to identify the pain. Once you identify the pain, then you're able to like start to work through it, or you kind of just suppress it. So a lot of times we just want to push away pain and go through to things that are more pleasurable. So what I like to do is really try to shift their mindset, because it goes hand in hand with how they're perceiving what that is, what that looks like, the anxiety, the worry, the fear, the stress, what that looks like. So reframing that, tapping into that positive psychology, and then we transition into putting those thoughts on paper. Because once they're able to really connect how they feel to what they're doing, then they start to change the way they're thinking.